I think the emphasis more for us now is the medical hair loss industry because I don't think that people even know that they can do that. They don't know that they can go see their dermatologist, and because a lot of people, they be embarrassed, right? They don't want to talk about it. They want to hide it. It's like a shameful thing, and it's like, no, you can talk about it. When people come into my salon, especially with hair loss, and they see me, the bald lady, they're instantly like, oh, okay, this is a safe space.
Welcome to the Business Owner Spotlight by AudateMedia. In this interview show, you will learn how to succeed through other people's stories, challenges that they overcame, and how they are winning in this new economy. You'll learn what to do in your business, what not to do in your business, and how others are succeeding. Tune in every week to discover new stories, new businesses, and new ideas.
So here in the studio, we got Crystal Moon with Weave Divas. First of all, pleasure to have you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So first of all, I want to start by asking, what got you into this space? What got you into the hair industry?
So let me see how to make a long story short. So I'm originally from Detroit, which is, if you know anything about hair, it's the hair capital.
Hair capital of the
Hair
world?
capital, that's right. We're known for doing hair, fly hairstyles, cool, all of that. So when I moved here, it was like, wait a minute, there's nobody to do my hair.
Yeah.
So it was like a shocker for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, looking for somebody to do my hair, and then realizing, well, that's not an option. Why don't we create something similar to what we had back at home here in Vegas? Because I feel like other people, like in my job where I was working, I had a 9 to 5, I worked for Citibank, were also in need of somebody to do their hair. Yeah. And that's kind of how Weave Divas came about.
Cool.
The need for, one, people that did hair well, and two, people who did hair affordably. Because I did find hairstylists out here, but in my opinion, they weren't that good and they were overpriced.
Gotcha.
So we decided to come up with something that gave you affordability and fly Detroit style. Okay,
and how long before you actually opening shop were you doing, hair on the side or?
So I don't do hair. Actually, I'm not a hairstylist. People think that I do hair because I own a hair salon, and me and my husband own a hair salon and barbershop. They think that we do and cut hair, but we don't. So actually, I had a family member who did hair, and I told her, like, you should come out here and check it out and see if you like Vegas, because if you like it, the way that we do hair back home, we could just take over the game out here. Yeah. So that's actually how that happened. I had, like, the business idea, but I didn't have the physical skill of doing hair.
Okay, so what do you mainly do, all the administrative stuff? And
exactly, yeah.
Okay, so how long was it after you came to Vegas, after you moved from Detroit? How long after that was it that you?
So 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, so I was here, we moved to Vegas. We didn't have jobs, we didn't have money, we didn't have nothing. Yeah. And we just kind of had to like figure it out. So it was like, get here, find jobs, get work, get settled in, learn ways around, et cetera, et cetera. But during that whole time, still needing somebody to do my hair. So I would be going to the beauty supply store and buying like wigs, and like they wasn't even that cute, or I would get my hair done somewhere here or there, but it was like super expensive. So it was like I would just not get it done often because I was still just starting out. So it was like I didn't have money to afford to pay somebody $200, $300 to do my hair. It was like, I don't have money for that. So I would just go to the beauty supply store and buy like something that looked semi-decent until I could get home to visit to get my hair done. So every time I would go home to visit for like a birthday or holiday or something like that, I would get my hair done and try to keep it done as long as I could because I didn't have nobody here to do my hair.
Yeah. Wow, that was an investment.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, so, I mean, I could definitely relate because when I first moved to Vegas, just to find a barbershop, I've always been big on just like getting a haircut every 2 weeks and like getting it scheduled every 2 weeks. When I first moved out here, it's like I went from barbershop to barbershop to barbershop, just trying it out, trying new ones. And it's just like, I'm originally from San Francisco, the Bay Area, so it's like there's a lot more culture out there, at least in, fashion, even hair and all that. So it was hard for me to just find that one spot. Right. Like now, it's like I've been getting my haircut from the same place, same person for the past year and a half, but it took me about a year and a half to find that one person.
I know it. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Being from Detroit, same culture. It's a hair salon and or beauty supply store, a barbershop on every other corner. Like it's it's like densely populated with that kind of stuff. You can get fly every day of the week, you know what I mean? And then coming out here was like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't think about that when I moved here. I never thought about who was gonna do my hair. I don't know why, but it just didn't cross my mind.
Yeah. No, I completely relate to that. So then you mentioned that you and your husband also have a barbershop or 2 locations, right?
Yeah.
So how long after Weave Diva open shop did you guys move into barbershop?
So my husband's barber. They became really good friends. And so he was going to him getting his haircut, and they had, over the years, built a friendship and talking about business and stuff like that. And so we opened Weave Divas in 2009, and then we opened the barbershop the rest of the years, 2018.
Okay, so
we moved here in 2009, salon 2012, barbershop 2018.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Get my timeline straight.
Yeah. You're trying to map it out.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
2018, we opened the barbershop, and they're connected. The salon and barbershop are side by side.
Oh, okay. What about the second location for the barbershop?
So our business partner, he's the barber, he partnered up with Urban Necessities, and they added the second location of the barbershop inside of the new Urban Necessities at Forum Shops.
Oh, and that's the one that just opened up in
Correct.
May?
In May, yeah.
Yes, okay. Awesome. And how's that going with partnering up with a shoe company or a shoe shop? How's that?
So
how do you guys manage that?
So Mar is the barber who he handles all of that, and him and Jay are like really good friends. So they handle all of that. Like I don't even have nothing to do with it at all, other than just just talking about it here and there with Mar. But I don't have, that's totally their thing. Like that barbershop, that's totally
gotcha.
So
what's the culture like around Weave Divas? Because I mean, you guys have a great following, and it seems like you were speaking about how, you know what, right now it's like we have so much business, it's hard to handle.
It is, it really is. So I'm very thankful that the culture we created is like more of like a family, like at home. That's one of the things our clients say all the time. Like, I don't feel like a customer, I feel like family. It's like, hey girl, how you doing? I have a lot of, people who their families come, like, oh, the daughter will come and she'll bring her sister and her mom and her daughter, and then all their husbands and sons and cousins can go get their haircut right next door. It's like all in one. So it's really just like chill. We just, like to listen to music. I actually listen to Detroit radio in the salon because I'm from Detroit and I feel like the radio stations are better. So we listen, it's just like, I like to listen like old school music. Like not like, the newer music is okay, but I'm kind of more of a Anita Baker, Tony kind of chill vibe, you know what I mean? Of course. Like once it get later, we could do some Migos and some turn up, but most of the time during the day, I just kind of like the chill vibe, and we just like to laugh and joke, watch TV, talk about, the housewives and all of that stuff, obviously pop culture stuff, but it's really like a chill, get your hair done, and we don't do the all-day salon experience. So how some people would be like, oh, I was in the shop from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., they'd be there all day. We don't do that.
So you try to get people
in and out,
but also at the same time make them feel like they're at home.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely do not do the all-day salon experience. If you have a hair appointment, you are going to get in that chair. At the longest, you might wait 15, 20 minutes, and you in the chair, and then you're getting your hair done, and you out the door, and you could plan your whole rest of your day. Gotcha. Like you don't think that you're gonna come to the salon at 10 a.m. and have nothing, because that's a known thing for salons and barbershops is to be there all day, with or without an appointment. You be there all day. We don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's I've been in that position when I schedule a haircut at 3 p.m. and then I'm not getting in the chair until 3:30.
Yeah,
like, man, I scheduled an appointment for a reason.
Right. Yeah. No, we don't do that, and I think that part of our success is that one, that we offer like a reasonable price, and two, you're not gonna be there all day. You're gonna get your hair done. It's gonna be flying you out the door for the rest of the day. In and out. If your appointment is at 10. Depending on the service, you're probably done by 12:15, 12:30.
Okay, so you believe that's what probably drives the majority of your business?
I do,
Those returning customers that already know how you guys work, and they're not going to be in there. They just...
Right. Okay. They know I got a hair appointment. I'm going to get in. I'm going to get out. They know that I'm, they're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh and joke. You're going to get fly and enjoy the rest of your day. And not just, some people want to hang out all day, but it's like, nah, girl, I know you got other stuff to do now.
It's like, I got my job as well.
I know you don't want to be here all day. Who want to sit in one place all day for one service? Like, no, get your hair done and go look cute and enjoy the weekend. Especially in Vegas, there's so much to do every day. So
right. Why do you want to spend it in the salon?
Exactly.
So what drives you? What's your backbone behind this? Like your husband, your family. What keeps you grinding on the day-to-day basis?
You know what? Honestly, this is going to sound crazy. So for me, it really is like that moment when you spin them around and give them the mirror, and they're like, oh my God. Like we've had women like literally cry
Yeah.
in the chair, like, I didn't think it was gonna. Especially like, oh my goodness, if it's a birthday, milestone birthdays, weddings, that kind of stuff. It's just like to see them almost transform.
Yeah.
It's the best.
No, and I
really
feel like
is.
that should be the driving force between somebody who's taking care of somebody else. It's like at the end of the day, it's like people sometimes lose track of dividing or splitting it's like, hey, I'm doing my craft, I'm an artist, I'm here to take care of people, and then they want to run a business as well. So it's just like they're trying to maximize profits, but the reason why they're doing it is to take care of somebody. And it's like sometimes business owners tend to lose track of that, and they're like, I'm trying to get as many clients in, I'm trying to get as many clients in, and then like you're speaking, they start overbooking, they have people waiting, and then it affects the business at the end of the day. But like you said, like, you just like making people happy.
Yeah.
You like seeing that smile at the end of the day.
It's really the best. And then I think one of the things that is like one of those taboos, especially more now for men, but it's always been for women, is like hair loss. Because we do hair extensions, we do wigs, we do medical wigs. So we can bill health insurance. Because you can have like medical hair loss and your health insurance will cover like your hairpiece.
Yeah.
And so that for me now is more like what I'm focused on more than anything else. Because people, like, if you're not feeling well, let's say you're sick, you're going through chemo, or you got lupus, or, you know, so many medical reasons that you could be losing your hair.
Yeah.
And you come in and you already don't physically feel well, and then we make you look better, you immediately feel better.
Oh, yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, you look good, you feel good. Yeah, definitely.
And I think for me, that's like where I'm at now, is more toward the medical care of it part.
Okay.
Is because I think that's a part in the beauty industry that people are missing.
Yeah.
Is taking care of people that have like medical reasons that they can't take care of their hair for one way or one reason or another.
Yeah, definitely. Because we've had a few hair salon owners come in here and, you know, speak on their behalf of their salon and everything, and not once have I ever heard that, like, anybody speak on the medical side.
Really?
Nobody's really ever spoken on that side. Everybody, even if they do speak about, you know, I'm trying to make my client feel good, they look good, they feel good, but nobody's really ever touched base on the medical side.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do more now.
Yeah.
And working toward just really, obviously not phasing out our regular clients that just want to come and look good. But I think the emphasis more for us now is the medical hair loss industry, because I don't think that people even know that they can do that. They don't know that they can go see their dermatologist, and because a lot of people, they be embarrassed, right? They don't want to talk about it. They want to hide it. It's like a shameful thing. And it's like, no, you can talk about it. When people come into my salon, especially with hair loss, and they see me, the bald lady, they're instantly like, oh, okay, this is a safe space.
Okay.
Yes, you safe here, honey. I have no hair anymore. It's gone, right? So immediately, if you have, especially people with medical hair loss, because usually it's something that has happened that caused your hair to fall out, right? Because you do have people that have pattern baldness, right? That's normal. But now, more days, you come across people with, you know, alopecia and or, like I said, lupus, or they're going through chemo, they are breast cancer survivors, or whatever, and they feel so self-conscious about what they look like. Yeah. And I think that that's another beautiful part of being able to say, okay, even if you can't pay for it, your insurance can pay for it. Okay. You can actually bill your health insurance. Most health insurance is covered, so I don't think people know that.
Oh, hey, you're telling a lot of people. You're letting a lot of people know.
Your health insurance will cover it, honey. Come get your hair done at We for Divas. We can take care of that. We can bill health insurance.
Yeah, so do you feel like you've begun to market that, or you've been trying to spread the word that, hey, there's medical advantages to this? Like, you could come and get, like you were speaking, you could come get your hair done and get it paid by insurance, or have you been trying to drive that? Yeah,
that's what I said. I think that's my new focus. For me, we're working on that now. Like, we have the weaves. The weave game is on lock. People know that that's what we do. It's in our name. We're We for Divas, right? But I really want to get that word out more.
And how have you been doing that?
Social media, yeah, definitely social media. You know, created some pamphlets to put in the salon to give to clients. What a lot of people do, call and ask. Giving them the information to let them know, you know, what to say when they talk to their doctors, how to approach it, so that they don't feel like, you know, it's really like a shameful thing. It's like they don't want to talk about it. Yeah. And I want people to know it's okay. Tell your doctor. Yeah. Because you need it, especially if you really want it. Now, if you don't care, that's fine. But if you want it and you have health insurance, you're paying for it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Even if you got a 3-year job, they're taking a little bit of money out your check. You're paying for it. Use it. Use it or lose it, basically. You know how a lot of dentists and doctors, especially at the end of the year, they really market that use it or lose it, because between like September and December, because they trying to get that insurance money. And it's the same thing. Like it's certainly a medical procedure. It's the same as if you go get your teeth cleaned, or you need filling, or braces. It's the same.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about how you were able to manage Viva Divas during the pandemic. How did you guys do that?
So that was interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because it was literally like a Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon. He's like, well, you got to shut down tomorrow. It was like we had that one day to shut everything down.
You already had appointments set up to after Wednesday.
Oh, my
weeks
goodness.
ahead,
a
right?
month. At least a month. So that was crazy. But you know what? Luckily for us, because we do make and sell wigs, we could just sell the wig still, because you could still do retail. Yeah. But you couldn't do the installations.
Okay.
So what we did was, you have our clients do like custom orders. We already know what size your head is. It's mostly, we didn't really have a lot of new clients during the pandemic. It was definitely regular clients. Yeah. And we just sold wigs. They would just email or call. I just forwarded the shop phone to my cell phone, because I wasn't in the salon, except for when it was time to do like drop off or pick up. Then I would meet them at the shop. But for the most part, that's how we kind of made it through a little bit, was selling wigs. Yeah.
And what about on the marketing side? Since you said you were on social media, but a lot of your business came through word of mouth. How did you understand the power of social media during the pandemic? Like, because a lot of business started thriving because they were like, we can't be out there. People aren't out there. So everybody's on their phone. Everybody's online. So
true. But you know what I want to say? I think one of the small things that made us a little bit different, because we have that family atmosphere type of thing, was that when I forwarded the salon phone to my cell phone, now all of those clients had my cell phone number, because I would just call them back from my cell phone, which is fine for me. I don't care. Like, we family, right? So you can have my cell phone number. So I don't think that we did better with social media during that. I don't think that's what made us better. I think it was us already having that personal connection with our clients, where they could call me or text me on my cell phone, say, hey, I want to meet you here. This is what I'm looking for. I would use social media to post like the wigs that we had in stock, so they could see them, and they could come and say, hey, that one you posted yesterday at 2 o'clock. I want to pick up that, and I could just send them a link, pay a deposit through Square, PayPal, or whatever, and then get the wigs picked up or dropped off.
Okay.
But I think it really, for us during the pandemic, was already being connected to them already. And our clients are super loyal. And I'm really thankful for that. So they like, girl, I need my hair done. Because we were, luckily, when they did the open everything back up, we were in the first phase.
Okay, you guys were, okay. See, in California was completely different. They were in the last phase.
Right, I thought we were going to be in the last phase. I'm like, there's no way we're going back to work now. I'm like, no, we probably won't open back until July or August. In my brain, that's just what I assumed, because you have, the close contact with people. He opened us up phase 1, and I wasn't watching the press conference at the time. And I guess he had announced, that we could open and stuff. And I had clients calling me, can I get an appointment for Saturday? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? They're like, oh, Sizzlack just said. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me call you back.
Let me confirm real quick.
Let me figure this out. And so when we came back, that very first day, it was a Saturday. We've been booked ever since.
So do you have stylists in the shop?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we had 3, now we have 2.
Okay, so you had to...
I have room for more stylists, for sure. But the 2 I have we're so busy all the time. Okay. Honestly, thankfully, from the day, I think that, what the pandemic did, the shutdown did? Made our clients appreciate us more. Did you appreciate your barber more when you couldn't get a haircut?
Oh, definitely.
Like, oh my God, I can't wait to get back in this chair, right? Yeah. So they appreciated us more. They tip better now. They're nicer to us now. Because they realize, hey, we need you, but you need us too, honey. Yeah. Because when you couldn't get your hair done, it was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? And a lot of people still had to go to work, right? Like, people that still work in essential jobs were still working, but couldn't get any services. Yeah.
They still wanted to look good, even if they were behind a cashier. They still wanted to feel good.
Right. You work at the airport, you still want to get your hair done.
Yeah.
You still want to get your nails done, but you couldn't. So I think that the beauty of the pandemic and the shutdown for us was we were definitely more appreciated by our people when we came back.
Yeah.
And so ever since we came back, we have not slowed down since.
And how was that? Like, because a lot of businesses now, they're struggling to come back. Some of them are like, hey, we need more employees. We need more employees.
I need employees so bad.
Then that's how you're feeling. It's just an abundance of people just coming. And
I need employees so bad. At this point, I don't even know. Like, I so totally empathize with every place I go.
Yeah.
Because right there's a hiring sign in the window everywhere. I don't even know, like, how do we get around that? I have no idea.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I don't even know what that looks like going forward, maybe. Because a lot of people blame it, saying unemployment money and all of that stuff, but it's not that much money, right? Yeah. It's a couple $100 a week. I don't think that people are sitting at home
really settling with
for, what, $300, $400, $500 a week, like when they could be working and making way more money than that. Yeah. So I don't know where that medium, like, how do you find the people that
happy medium between people, between actually working and just getting given money.
Right, and that's going to be over soon. That ends in, September?
Yeah, something like that.
So I don't know, maybe we'll have more employees. Maybe every place will be full and have fully staffed in September. We'll see, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I really can't, I really can't, in my mind, wrap my mind around it being unemployment that's keeping people at home.
No, well, the thing that I believe is that it opened a lot of people's eyes to all the other opportunities there's out there, and a lot of people are over here working remote jobs, and a lot of people are moving out of, like, let's say California, other expensive cities, because they realize, like, hey, I don't need to go to the office. I can work from home, so I can live anywhere. There's no point of living here and paying so and so when I could come live over here and pay half of that, and I can still have the same
job. California.
Yeah, exactly.
Vegas is the new LA, I feel like, right?
It is.
They're moving here for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper, but then it's making it more expensive here.
Yes, it is.
But it's still cheaper than LA.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people that are, capitalizing on all the real estate out here. But I mean, even something like for people living out here now that are trying to move, I heard rents is up a little bit over 30% in just in the last.
That's crazy.
Not even a year yet, and that's crazy. But yeah, it's definitely. I definitely look at it the same. It's like the new LA, because I saw an article where it was California lost like over 100,000 in population just in this last year, and that's
about 90,000 moved to Vegas.
Right.
And if you need a job, we hire. If you do hair and need a job, we hire. Because everywhere is hiring now. Seriously, like if you're not working now, maybe if you're looking for a specific position somewhere, I really can't. I don't know. Like, what is that?
It's a unique time. I mean, we haven't really gone through this, not in our generation.
Right, and still going through it too, right? Because it's not over. We think it's over because everything is open and no mask mandate, but it's very much still happening. It's very real. I know people that have COVID today.
Yeah.
It's very much still real. It's very much still a thing. People should definitely still be very careful. But you do have to get back to life, right? You got to get to work. You got to take care of yourself. All of that stuff is important.
Definitely.
Especially taking care of yourself. I think as far as
health as well.
Your health, right, for sure. Like, I'm like super advocate about that.
Yeah,
like, everybody thinks I'm crazy. I'm constantly wiping stuff down, and I go through Clorox and microbiome. Oh my God, like it's like a crazy person.
Remember mid-pandemic when you couldn't go to the store, find Lysol, you couldn't find Clorox wipes.
It's like gold. It was like gold. I started like seriously
collecting them.
Right? Yeah, but I use them every single day. Yeah. Some people just like was hoarding, like I did the toilet paper, which I don't like how y'all did the toilet paper. But I feel like it's kind of necessary now, and I don't think we'll ever go back to not being that way, right?
Yeah.
Like we can go back to wanting to be with your mama and hugging people and seeing grandma, sure. But you're going to take hand sanitizer, and you're going to take a mask, and you're going to take wipes. And like I don't think that's ever going to end. Because now we're more conscious of...
Yeah, definitely.
We should have been doing it before, but...
Yeah, now it's just like everywhere you go, there's those like non-contact, the hand sanitizer, dispensers. Even when you go to any restroom, anywhere, restaurant, any public place, there's no more little latches on the side. There's none of that. Just put your hand under, wave your hand.
Yeah, it's
definitely
cool. I like it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not upset about it. I like it.
So what's the vision for Weave a Diva what's your, let's say, the 5-year, where do you see yourself in 5 years down the line?
So the vision is definitely to transition out of the day-to-day styling and definitely move into the wigs and focus on, because honestly, if you get extensions, the wig is the same thing. It actually saves you time and money, because if you don't want to have someone do it for you, you can just do it yourself. Like we can make them, I should have brought you some examples. We can make them ready for you to just put on, almost like a hat.
Okay.
And your hair is done, like that.
Wow.
Like I can go from this to 20 inches, blonde, whatever, and just slap it on.
Snap with a finger. Yeah.
Yep, and shake it out, and I'm ready to out the door. So the goal for Weave Divas is to definitely transition more into the units for men and women and kids.
Do you think that'll go into like online space to where if it's that easy, people could just, let's say, they go to weavadiva.com or something as such, and then just go and be like, hey, I want this one, 22 inches, blonde.
Yeah. I think that we'll probably always have some form of a brick and mortar space, probably smaller, because people do like to see it, touch it, feel it, try it on.
And it's a salon feel going in
for
there.
For sure, just that vibe I don't necessarily want to let go of just yet. Yeah. But I definitely do want to more transition into because we can literally make a wig look like anything. Like I could do that. If you had no hair, we can make you still look just like that with a hairpiece. We've done it many times.
So even if, let's say I was completely bald, you could, even if it's just a couple centimeters?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, we don't have to be completely bald. It could just be, I need hair right here. You know, we can measure that piece out to match your hair and install it and
that's
be
impressive.
out the door.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So
it's not like your grandma's wigs. It's not that game anymore. It's not that game anymore. It's completely different.
Wow, that's impressive. So tell us, if people wanted to acquire your services, where could they go?
They can go to weavadivas.com or they can call me at 702-822-1177.
Amazing. Okay, well, you guys heard it. Weave a Diva here. Thank you again, Crystal.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Tune in every week to discover new stories, new businesses, and new ideas.